Hello and welcome to 2016's video. And there hasn't been a video for every single lesson, but there will be videos every so often for things that I think you need to practice and will help. So ukuleles, well done. Congratulations on surviving the beginner course and progressing, although we didn't have a ceremony though, did we, into the next phase, which I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet. Kind of intermediate probably sounds a little bit perhaps no, I don't think we're intermediate yet, do we? No, I think we're still beginner. So beginner 2 or beginner 3, I don't know, up to you. Beginner bananas, that's what they do in primary schools, isn't it? So if you're on a low set in a primary school, you're called a banana or a circle or red table. But everybody knows that actually the red tables and the bananas aren't quite as good as the aubergines. But of course, you know, you can't say that. So meanwhile, as you can see, I haven't stopped rambling, and I'm hoping that that's going to stop. I'm seeing my therapist, and the tablets seem to be working reasonably okay. Right. So we've got two things to do today. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to practice plucking and rather than strumming. And the second thing we're going to do is to learn a new song. So, Stairway to Heaven, love it or hate it. Most people love it, but a lot of people really hate it, especially if they're guitarists. It's a classic rock, but we're not learning it to learn kind of Stairway to Heaven. We're learning it as a process-driven vehicle for learning different plucking techniques. So the first thing I need you to do is to learn a few chords. So the first chord here is A, and I'm going to use my second finger. And if you remember, in guitar playing, ukulele playing, the thumb is never called 1 because the thumb always sits at the back. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to use second finger to play A minor. Just going to strum that nicely there. Now the next chord that we're going to, and I've given you the sheet for this, is E plus or E augmented fifth. I'm not going to go into the theory of that now, but I can if you wish to book me for about 7 hours so I can go through the musical theory of augmented chords, but I'm very expensive. There we go. So that's that one and that one. Okay, and then we have the chord of C. Ooh, that's tune, isn't it? And then we have the chord of D. Now it'd be best for this piece, I know I've taught you the chord of D here. It'd be best if you actually got the 3 fingers curly fingered round there. Okay. And then F. And then G, A minor. Okay, so there, I want you to learn those chords. That's the first thing. Forget the plucking. Just learn A minor, E plus, C, bit out of tune, D, F, and G, A minor. Okay. Now the plucking, when we get to that, there are 2 kinds of plucking, and what I want you to practice is this. Forget the chords. Oh, you'll need to see my fingers, won't you? Forget the chords. And go 2 outers. Okay, so I've got my thumb. If we were talking about classical guitar, pulgar. I've got my thumb, and I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4th finger here. So pulgar and medio indice annular. Okay. So you need to practice, just practice that. Oh, and the purpose of this week's video is to see how long it takes for you to really annoy your partner and anyone else that lives in your house, because I want you to do this in front of the television, because a lot of the practice that you're going to be doing is actually quite boring. So you could watch you could sit in front and watch Casualty or the news or the Terry Wogan reruns. Oh, that was so sad today, wasn't it? So here we go. So here is thumb and fourth finger. And just keep doing that forever. Well, not forever, clearly. And just keep doing that. So there's two techniques we're going to do. So there's the two outsides and then towards you. Right? Two outsides, then towards you. And remember the names of the strings. Green caterpillars eat apples. Now I'm sure we can come up with a lot more kind of adult orientated versions of that, but I'm sure I don't want to know that. I have a very sensitive disposition. So green caterpillars eat apples. So with two outsides towards you. Eat caterpillars, okay? And just keep practicing that, two outsides, and then towards you. And the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to do the opposite way around. So we're going to do two outsides, but we're going to go away from you. Caterpillars eat. Now, notice my beautifully crafted nails, not... Actually, no, where's the camera? There you go. Right, long nails, right hand ladies. Short nails, left hand ladies. Okay? Sort it out. So, outside, towards you, and outside, away from you. So, in terms of Stairway to Heaven, or Stair Lift to Heaven, depending on... No, I'm not going to go there. So we have A minor, and now this A minor is for the A minor we're going to go towards us and out. Okay. So that's A minor. Two outsides towards us. Two outsides. Now the E plus. We're going to do the opposite. We're going to do two outsides, but away from us. And everything else is away from us. C, D, F. Now F's slightly different. I want you to do this. I'll slow it down. And then okay, you've got that in the music. It'd be nice if you could slide up to that. A little bit of technique and a little bit of musical bling. Ooh, too much bling there. Okay, slide up. Bit vibrato. Just wiggle your finger. Vibrato is great. If you're a string player, you know all about vibrato. Listen, how bland is this? Listen. Yeah, bit of vibrato. Oh, it's what cooks use. That's why cooks use herbs and spices, because without it, the food would be very bland. And it's the same with music. Musicians use lots of techniques and things to make the music richer and more appealing to the listener. And vibrato is one of those things. So you might have a parsley. It's kind of... Ooh, that's nice. Or you might want to put in some garlic. Or you might want to put in some chili. Okay, so That's that one. So the second piece that we're going to do is the Hello song, and I'm going to do this really quickly. Sorry, here we go. So there's the chord of G. That's all I want you to do. Just practice that. So practice the chord of G with put your little finger on fret 4 on the caterpillar. That's all I want you to do. Simple. And if you want to do something more exciting, do that, but then do that, then do that, then that. Strumming doesn't matter, I don't care how you strum. So two things going on here, chord of G, G7, G6, G major 7, G major 7. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you've had a fantastic time. I can't tell you a joke today because I'm actually running out of time. So thank you very much.